Yo, what's going on guys? Khordmaster here, and in today's video I'm here to talk about Pro apps finally coming to the iPad. You read the title, you probably know what this video is all about. I basically wanted to record just first impressions. I mean, I found out this news about an hour and a half ago, and kind of just processed it for a little bit, right? Something that I think a lot of us were hoping would eventually get here in this community, in the iPad creator community, whether you're a musician or a video editor or both, like me. And it's finally here, right? Logic Pro and Final Cut Pro are both coming to the iPad Pro. I have my iPad right over here, and you can take a look. Whoa, it's about to fall. Okay, sorry. There we go. There, boom. All right. So you can take a look. You can Google, and there's a ton of videos about this. What I wanted this video to be about is just my impressions and kind of how I feel about these apps coming here. So let's start with Logic Pro. So I make music in a lot of different ways. I make music on my piano here, on my Roland Phantom back there, on a slew of iPad apps like Koala Sampler, Luby Pro, Chord Gadget 2. Those are the main ones that I use, and then a lot of the AV3s, with them as well, which I won't mention right now. Teenage engineering equipment as well, my OP1, my OPZ that I've been spending a lot more time with lately. And what's exciting to me here is I've taken a big step back from like DAW-based workflows. Like on my computer here, I used to use Ableton, which I don't use that much really at all anymore. But I've been wanting to get back into that space of using a full-fledged DAW, but I just don't always like being here in the studio. So this is exciting to me for that reason, to be sort of a central hub for all of the music that I make can go in here on my iPad now, and can be mixed and mastered and kind of tweaked to make it sound maybe more professionally than if I had not done that. So this is exciting to me. I think the price is what, $5 a month subscription or $50 a year. A lot of people are gonna have their opinions on subscription-based models. I know I was just talking to some people on the phone, and like, yeah, if this was $200 for each app, like I would probably buy them immediately without giving too much thought into it. $200 is what, 4 years worth? You can have your own opinion. I mean, my opinion on it is I'm gonna spend a month, like when I know that I have time to do so, just exploring pretty much when it first comes out, and just kind of exploring it and making sure that I'm dedicating time to it to kind of make an educated decision, right? Is it worth it or not? Is it something that I'm going to get enough value out of and it won't distract me from other things? Or is it something that is not going to be that? So still figuring that out, but I'm excited to be able to give it a shot and kind of explore how I think it could work with my workflow. I've never used Logic before. I recently released my first studio album called Kayla Joy Album, which is an album dedicated to my daughter. And one of the things that I want to integrate into whatever my next project is going to be is vocals, and is like learning mixing and mastering, which is a very weak spot in my repertoire. And I feel like both of those I'd be able to just, on the surface, make something in any of those ways that I mentioned earlier in the video, and then have it on a timeline, and then integrate I'm saying something that's obvious to people who use, music, digital audio workstations regularly, but I don't really use them like that. I don't use the linear thing where I'm like, oh, I want a sound of me saying this word or singing this or rapping this in this spot. I don't work in that sort of way at all. But I do work that way when it comes to video editing, and so I'm excited that this is going to allow me to do that in my own way that makes sense. So that's my thoughts with Logic Pro. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think about it below. Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling about it. On to video editing. So Final Cut Pro. I've edited all of my videos that you see on this channel, and pretty much all my videos on Instagram and just anywhere, using LumaFusion. LumaFusion has held me down for many years. I know the software quite well. There's still areas on it that I'm still learning because it's quite robust, but I think it's very easy to get into and very accessible. LumaFusion is if I'm not mistaken, the $30 app and I think a little bit more if you get like the add-ons for multicam and stuff. And it's a one-time purchase. It's not a monthly sort of situation. And so certainly I'm excited about this Final Cut coming to iPad. Of course, I'm excited to see how easy it is, or not easy it is, to transition from something that I'm so familiar with, and whether or not the investment in money and in time is worth it. Are there going to be features in Final Cut? And I saw one of them that stood out to me right away. It's something that I dearly want, but I haven't seen in LumaFusion, which is the ability to use the Apple Pencil to like write on the screen and have that be part of your video, right? So like when I'm doing hey, these are my 5 favorite features for whatever, the reason I don't, use the text on screen title thing as much on LumaFusion is because it's not enjoyable to do. To drag over, and I don't like the text styles that much, so I don't even use them that much, right? If you wanted to use your pencil, like I know some people use like the green screen effect and animate their text, right, in like a Procreate, but just the idea of having to use another app to bring it in, like I don't work that way, I need things to be quick in order for me to do it, even at the rate or at the cost of a video not being as inviting or interesting or exciting to watch. And that is what it is. But if this app comes out and I spend 30 days like saying, all right, I'm editing all my videos in this app for the next 30 days, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna actually dedicate some time to it. And if I find that, wow, video editing feels more fun, more robust, I can do things easier, or whatever the case is, then there's going to be a decision that needs to be made, right? Because I don't really like video editing that much, and it could be because of the app that I'm using, possibly, right? I mean, again, I hesitate saying it. I want what I share on this channel to be genuine. I have a relationship with the great folks over at Luma, and shout out to everyone over there. I've interviewed, Terry on the channel, and I plan to interview her again, hopefully soonish. But, this is great news, I think, for content creators. This is going to give us an opportunity to really explore using professional or other alternative professional apps in our workflows. So I wanted to make this video very minimal editing. I think I messed up a little bit earlier, so you'll probably see a tiny bit of chops earlier, but I just wanted it to be just my genuine, unfiltered thoughts about these 2 pro apps, Luma, hang on, these 2 pro apps, LumaFusion is a pro app, but Final Cut and Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro coming to the iPad. So yeah, that's the video here. To summarize, I'm going to spend that month, probably maybe one at a time perhaps, right? Maybe month 1 and then another month after that consecutively. And I'll probably share, my experience with you guys and let you know like what I feel and how it's going and, what my thoughts are and things like that. But let me know your comments or your thoughts below in the comment section below. I'm curious to know how you guys are feeling about this news. And we'll keep the conversation going down there. All right, have a good one.